is it, by the way? Is that a park?
Yeah. All right, party's over. Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh boy, looks like a big one. Good luck. Okay, the members of the independent branch of the Middle Way School who lean towards the Deep Practice School differentiated between two different levels of karmic seeds and the role each one plays in spiritual practice. Give two different Tibetan terms Cheni Lama used for seeds, as well as the Tibetan for the two different types of spiritual obstacles. That's super easy. And then do your best to explain the relationship of these two pair to each other pair. Okay. Bachak and yeah, Saban. Yeah. Right. Mike. Ben Kramer bend a phone. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. Could be seeds and deep seeds. We don't know. We're kind of, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, two spiritual obstacles in Tibetan. Yeah, great. Yeah, great. And then don't forget the Z. Gotta get the Z. Okay, that's where I fell asleep last night trying to do my homework. Yeah. Yeah, what do they have to do with one another in this context?
Getting rid of the sabun is, sabuns are like ninjas. When you get rid of the sabuns, you get rid of the ninjas.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's a pain in the butt. But, yeah, negative emotions and the sabun, the seeds for negative emotions were classified as nyundrit, right, which, again, in English is...
Obstacles to, mental affliction obstacles.
Yeah, obstacles to getting rid of your negativities, okay, or something. Whereas the deep seeds for those... seeds, it looks like the deep seeds, the deeper seeds for those seeds, and and the deep seeds for belief in true existence act as obstacles to omniscience.
Oh, there's a tongue? It's both?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I know. I'm not thrilled about it either. Okay. What makes the listener and self-made Buddha tracks so similar, according to the sutrist-leaning members of the independent branch of the Middle Way School?
The nirvana that they achieve is pretty much the same.
That's one of the two things. The nirvana they achieve, yeah, is pretty much the same. That's one of the two things. And there's another big thing.
How you get rid of stuff?
No. It's what you're mainly focused on getting rid of. Yeah, right. Great.
Okay, right, of course.
Yeah, your path is mainly focused on getting rid of obstacles to
Also track back to the
nirvana.
To the term that is the shade and the lam.
Oh, not so much. No, we didn't do that. That was more his problem than my problem. He didn't mention the two gakchas. Yeah, maybe it'll come up. But it didn't yet. Yay. Give the definition of practitioner of the consequence branch of the Middle Way, the middle school. It's not the middle school. Sarah Ting. Give the definition of a practitioner of the consequence branch of the Middle Way School. And then in Tibetan and English, give the classical divisions of the consequence branch and name 3 examples Cheni Lama gives of consequence branch practitioners. First, the definition of a practitioner of the consequence branch of the Middle Way School is...
Ultimately.
Yeah.
There's not an iota
they do say
of
that.
true existence.
Well, we can say, firstly, they are a practitioner of the... Or even more specifically, since this is a branch within a school...
Middle way.
Within that greater division. Right, they are a practitioner of the Middle Way School, who believes, yes, it's true, that nothing at all, not a single atom, he says not even, and he uses a word that differentiates it between a word that the lower branch, the independent branch, used to hedge a little bit. They were hedging. There was some way in which the lower branch of the Middle Way kind of sort of accepted certain types of self-existence. Yeah, nominal. So the consequence branch doesn't accept that a thing could exist by definition, even nominally. Right, Tanya. Right, yeah, not even nominally. Okay, quick, the divisions of the consequence branch.
There are none.
Yay, good. Yeah, trick question. Yeah, right. Uh-huh. I mean, we assume there are none. He gives none. You could say the guys who are wearing shoes and the guys who are not right now, of course, but I feel like it's telling that he did not give divisions to the school that we would associate with being correct. But he does give 3 examples, not a trick question, of consequence branch practitioners, model consequence branch practitioners. Buddha Palita in Tibetan. Sangye Kyang.
Yeah,
Chandrakirti. Dawa Drakpa. And Jetson Kappa. Right. Yeah, he said Jai Lama. Right, which we know and take to be. Right. Which, again, was the first Tibetan he's named in any of these, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, Lama, you're the boss. Take the plane, please.
Those were much more
Thank you.
reasonable questions
Then.
than previous. Sometimes they're hard. No.
It was compared to my previous work.
Not that you didn't make good ones. They're just.
No, clearly. Why would I think you would think that?
Well, at least people can answer your questions. They're just inaccessible.
Okay, stopped here.
Uh-huh.
This is exciting because we are about to get an explanation of why prasangikas are called prasangikas. Yay, finally.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Shay, microphone.
Hello.
Hello?
Coming in.
Hello? I don't know, they called and they were just breathing. All right.
She's allergic to prasangika.
Oh, no.
Okay, go. Nibani.
Okay, yeah.
Respa?
Nibani, Changyurgi, Gone, Chigogi, Gila, Jupcha, Tokpe, Jepak, Kiewar, Depe, Umapa, Yimbe, Na, Umatangyurwao.
Yeah. Why do we call somebody a member of the consequence branch of the mind-only school? Okay.
Yeah.
Tangyurwe Gone.
Yeah. By the.
Let's say, why?
Yeah.
Why do we say consequence branch?
Yeah.
Okay, within the mind-only school.
Yeah, because they.
Middle way. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is beautiful.
In the sense that they are umapas.
Yeah.
Who do.
Who believe. Okay.
That you can kiewa a jipaksema.
To bring about a logical, valid perception which realizes.
This is tough.
Truth that you
just tough.
Prove things in the mind stream of your opponent through means of consequence.
Do it in the sense of the tsusum.
It's the second of the 3.
That's drupti chu.
Oh, the reason.
Oh, you prove the assertion.
Which is what plus what?
The assertion is the subject plus the assertion.
Oh, yeah.
1
1 plus 2. Yeah.
1 plus 2.
Yeah.
Okay. We had a lot of 3, if 3, 2. And we had a lot of 1 equals 3 in her text.
Yeah.
And now we have a 1 plus 2, which is the assertion.
Yeah.
All right. So they believe that it is possible to inspire a deductive perception which realizes the assertion in the mind of the chigo
Person who you're debating.
only through a
Sarcastic.
by using a tengyur.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
classical example with fruit.
Consider bananas.
No.
Sure.
To someone who has just said all fruits are yellow.
I guess orange.
Apples are yellow.
Yeah, let's take this orange. I guess it's yellow because it's a fruit.
Right.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
you wouldn't
cool.
say the whole thing. You would just say the sarcastic consequence, right?
Sarcastic what?
You could.
Consequence. You would
Yeah.
just say,
Yeah.
I guess
Oranges are yellow.
No, I think a tengyurki is the full 3.
oh, really?
It's the whole shtick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, then let's take this banana. It must be orange because all fruits are orange. That's a full Tangyur. Okay. And after you study, what's it called? Study of syllogisms. Tagrik. Then you go
Tagrik.
to Tangyurs. There's a whole separate text in. There's a separate section in his text which will treat Tangyurs.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, there you go. They believe that you can give somebody the correct idea by being sarcastic to them, which supports husbands being sarcastic to their wives
Yay.
to improve their mental state.
Perfect. Yeah, that's mostly the effective. I found.
Okay. By the way, I if someone had asked me to define a prasangika, the way it was taught to me was they specified the dupja.
They specify the truth,
The subject.
The
To be proven.
cell.
I mean,
the subject.
The,
is
the
the
assertion to be proven,
yeah.
they specified it as.
Oh,
Yeah,
proving emptiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, take
Right,
all things
yeah.
in the universe, they are empty because, okay?
Right, yeah.
So it's not the way I was taught why they're called prasangika is because they believe in the efficacy of a sarcastic statement to inspire an understanding of the truth of emptiness in a person's mind.
Right.
So, but he didn't say it that way.
And I've always thought it was like, understanding that when Nagarjuna says, consider all things in the universe, they don't exist
Yeah.
because they don't start and stop. You
Yeah.
got to understand he's being sarcastic.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Hmm.
How does this view work? The opponent does.
In their mind.
Yeah,
It just means in their
in the
mind.
mind of the opponent.
Yeah. Sometimes gyu doesn't mean santana. It doesn't mean the flow of their. The emphasis is not the flow of their mind. It just means mind. Yeah, in their mind. Okay. Most often, gyu means their being. More vast than in their mind. Okay. Yeah, and their whole stuff. Okay. Yay! So now we know what prasangika means. Go.
Tsumba drupte dutsul la sum shi lam drebu namshako.
Yes.
Here's the third part of our presentation of the Prasangika branch of the Middle Way, in which we will present what they actually, the philosophical ideas they actually believe in, or how they accept those philosophical ideas. And we're going to do that in 3 parts. We're going to talk about the original condition, the path, and the result of following the path.
Good. Okay. Why is the shade down here?
The shay is down there because you need a space after.
Yeah, you
A
aren't allowed
ka.
to have a shay after ka, even if it has a naru. Okay. By the way, Vivian and Jenny, you're invited to my teaching downstairs today, because we're going to discuss how does ACI and DCI relate to each other. What are the rules? We made rules for ACI teachers about DCI, but we didn't make rules for DCI teachers about ACI. So we thought, because it makes everybody, confused, it would be good to have everyone there and we're just going to have an open conversation between the big bosses. So those two are big bosses. I don't think we're going to decide everything, but we can start. Okay. Here we go. Dambani, which is the original condition.
Dangmani shejala dembani dang ngungkokni sokjela
J, very important.
sokjela dundan demp tang tongni dun chi ching yewa ni ngarshin la zenshini nyukurang shin yi mepa tabo.
Yeah, now he gets in a little bit of a rush here.
Okay.
And he makes lists and he doesn't exactly tell you where the members of the list separate.
Okay.
So just be aware, we're going to have to pause in the right places, and he's not helping us.
Okay.
So logically, there'll be places that we should pause. Okay. So Dhammani, here's the first one. Generally, Sheja has 2.
Sheja has 2 divisions by the 2 realities.
Good. And we accept...
Ngongyur and Kogyur, obvious and hidden levels.
Yeah,
of
which
reality.
means objects of perception. He didn't say it. He should have said Yul or something. Here he said Sheja, but here he didn't say Yul.
Okay.
He should have. And
Okay.
then J is significant because,
You can divide.
yeah, we make
into-
these divisions.
Yeah.
So that has to distribute to both of the divisions so far.
Yeah.
First division of all things into the two realities. And then secondly, you can say the division of all things into evident objects and hidden objects or
Yeah.
abstruse objects, okay, that you can't see
Ugh.
with your senses.
Yeah. Occult.
Then the next two phrases, you have to read them together,
Yeah. Okay.
which is,
Ultimate reality and emptiness that they mean one thing, and
yeah, so, by the way, Dun Dun Demba Dupa is completely different in this school for $100 from Nick's like, ding. No, I'll say it again. You're right, but let me say it again. He's going to answer. Dun Dum Demba Dupa is
Right.
completely different
Yeah.
in this school from,
right.
no,
Dempar Drupa.
Ultimate reality versus exists ultimately.
but say it in Tibetan and I'll give you the money.
Oh, Dundam Dempa versus
Dupa.
Dundampe.
Just make it adjectival.
Oh,
Adverbial.
Dundampar
Tupa.
Dupla.
Good.
Yeah.
$100 for him. I mean, it was a slow $100.
Okay.
Okay, ready? So, Dun Dun Demba Dupa exists or not?
Yeah.
Does anything exist as ultimate reality?
Oh.
Yeah, ultimate reality.
Right. Ultimate
Empty.
reality exists
Does
as ultimate
anything
reality.
exist ultimately?
No.
No, that's the difference.
Right.
Okay, so be careful. In this school, in the way they
I'll use
taught.
that to buy us dinner.
Okay.
We kind of shared that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, to say it in one breath here, ultimate reality and
Emptiness.
emptiness amount to the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Okay. As far as divisions,
Yeah, Yewangin, Ngarshin, like before?
yeah, divisions to what I don't remember.
Yeah, great.
But there you
I
go.
mean,
Okay.
super. What?
I think it's synonyms for emptiness. Okay, I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. It must be, given what comes next.
Okay.
And the senshi of Demba
Yeah.
or Domba is what?
It would be the view that,
No, not the view. This is tabu.
tabu. Oh, it would be, like the
Something like
lack of nature
not
to a
seeing.
sprout.
just tabu. It'd
Tabu.
be something like.
Oh,
It would be something like.
yeah. It'd be like the lack of nature to a sprout.
Good. The fact that a sprout doesn't exist through some nature of its own, please. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Kunza bla.
Kunzo bla, yang da kunzo tang, lokpe kunzo ni su me che kyang.
Minje.
Min jae kyang, of course.
Do
Jikten.
that much.
Okay. That's nice. You can't divide deceptive reality into correct deceptive and backwards deceptive
Yeah,
reality.
good. And I'll give you guys a question. In this system, is there any difference between the deceptiveness of something you see in a dream and something you see when you're awake?
No.
Yeah, they are equally a lie. That's all. That's the point.
Yeah.
What you see in a dream is not more of a lie than what you're seeing right now. That's prasangika. They're both lying to you equally.
Yeah.
Okay? And then lower middle way wants to say, oh, come on, stuff in the dream is fake, and this stuff is fake. And this is real fake. Gender the jada, and gender the gender. Okay? All right? Jada the jada, and gender the jada. Yeah, okay, sorry.
Yada yada yada.
Gender the jada the buffon, and jada the jada buffon. Same. Yeah, okay. Kunsab temba, lope kunsab nisu. So they don't bother to divide between fake and real fake.
They bother
Dreams
not
are-
to.
What you're seeing right now is just as fake as what you see in a dream. Okay? Because they're both coming from your seats. You can't say that one's less coming from your seats than the other. Cool.
Yes.
So in that way, they're both equal reality.
But
But
Jikten Sheng o la te yang lok niki yewa che te
njete.
yewa nje te.
10 cents for young look.
For
20 cents. 50 cents. $1.
Yeah,
$2.
correct
$10.
and incorrect.
Yeah, okay, $10.
Oh, good. It went up. I didn't know. That's awesome. Wow.
It rarely happens. Yeah, see, he was talking about, can you divide fake reality into good fake reality and fake reality? And then later he called it goofuck. You see, then he called it good fake.
Good fake. Oh,
He gave it a new, he
goofuck.
invented a new word. Jenda and Jada, he said jinjida. Jinjida. Okay, he made a new word, but he saw through him. He understood. Okay. By the way, the log here means the second quintuple, right? Okay.
It does.
All right. So they make this division.
For Jikten,
Yeah, relative to a single state of mind. You know, if you restrict yourself to what people think they see, then a dream is faker than reality.
whoa.
Okay. So just from the point of view of a normal person, from the point of view of how they perceive things, we can say a dream is less real than what's going on in the room now. But as a school, we can't say one is less caused by seeds than the other.
No, that's like relative.
Relative to the perceptions. I
worldly-
love perceptions as a translation of wo. Okay, to the perceptions of the mind of a person in the normal world, in the everyday world. Well, yeah, you can talk about dream is less real than drinking coffee, but philosophically, they're both coming from seeds, so they are equally false, equally deceptive.
That's pretty cool.
They look like they're not coming from seeds, but they are coming from seeds.
Yeah, that's cool. It is nice.
Cool. Yeah, that's a great distinction.
Yeah.
And it's made in your text.
Yeah.
Your text has been on that for a while, but we just couldn't understand
It's
it.
not like we're unaware there's a difference, but they're both definitely wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Daeyoung. The
Uh,
next part, by the way, is very famous and very useful. Okay.
Daeyoung?
Daeyoung.
Oh, are we? Oh, did we
Are
have
we?
that twice? No, no. Jay
dang.
Shinde. But we're still on the
yeah.
topic, it looks
I'm
like.
sorry.
Yeah.
Please read.
Jay Shinde, Jikten She Ngola To De.
Do
To?
would mean in the stomach of the world.
Oh, did you make a correction? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That
I'm
would mean
sorry,
in
my
the
fault.
stomach of. We had tocheros yesterday for 50 cents.
Big bellies.
25 cents each. They split the award. Cheap
To
guys.
De Yang
Your
Dak Dong.
daughter's scholarships. You gotta work on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, scholarship fund.
Yeah, Jikten She Ngola To De Yang Dak Dong. Me Long Nangi Jay Shingi Suk Nyen De La Te De Lokpa Yembe Chir Ro.
You can work. This.
Okay, so Jason like that division?
No, come on.
Okay,
help me
super.
out.
Help him out, word.
Yeah, the guy standing in front of the mirror, Chashin, which is reflected. Okay.
Oh,
Relative to a mind.
relatively
Relative
to a
the
worldly
minds of
perception
normal
is
people of
correct.
the world,
Uh-huh.
we could say that's real.
Uh-huh. But
That's real.
the reflected or the
Yeah,
reflection
The reflection in the mirror.
in the mirror, right? Uh-huh.
Reflected in the
Yeah.
Yeah, would be
That-
backwards from that
Yeah, relative to
vantage.
that correct perception.
relative
Okay.
to that.
So the
correct.
2 days, you have to pause between the 2 days. That's
Sunyan,
Suknyan, that reflection, the first day,
reflection
relative
of that.
to that, meaning the
The
person
the
standing in front of the mirror.
correct worldly
The
perception.
reflection relative to the image, to the guy standing in front of the mirror, is mistaken. It's not real.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
great.
so the guy standing in front of the mirror is real. The reflection in the mirror of that guy, day, okay, is not real. Okay, got it?
I do.
Good. Now, this is the one I wanted to get to
Oh, good.
because it's sexy super sexy.
Taeyang dunsuna chelgi chul
You
gyu ma lepe wangbo yuldang chepani shengo te la te yang dak tang te lepa
hey
te lepa lepe wangbo tuk yuldang chepani te la te lokpa te perna tunkar.
wait.
Uh-huh.
We
Sorry.
finished that up there.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
By the way, I've been
My fault. I see
I've
that.
been
I should just read up
cleaning
here.
while
I'm
you
sorry.
while you were doing
of
your
course.
homework, because he has a run ahead of where I thought he would
Got it.
finish.
Okay.
Dayan Dunduna.
Taeyang dunduna.
If you want to just briefly describe.
Yeah, you want to wrap this idea up?
Okay. Summary. Yeah. Right.
This is extremely important idiom in Prasangika. Chalki Tugyu,
Chogi chugu. I don't know.
as opposed to Puki Tugyu.
Uh,
For $200, I'm in a mood today.
Puki tuk.
Poke. Yeah,
Cancel it.
we heard it before.
Cancel it.
Yeah.
Chalki Tugyu. Gyu means a reason why you would make a mistake. Tugyu. And there are two kinds. One is inborn in your brain from the factory.
Choki.
Puki Tugyu. Okay? Your innate misunderstanding.
Okay.
Then there's tel means temporary,
Which is the learning.
adventitious. No, it means the car next to you, the two cars next to you back up at the same time. You're at a red light, the two cars next to you back up, and it feels like your car's rolling into the red light and you're about to get killed. And then you slam on the brake, but you didn't move. Telki to you, the movement of the two cars next to you is a adventitious or short-term, not inbuilt from the factory reason why you would make a mistake.
Okay.
Okay, the very, very famous. Okay,
So
Telki to
Q is the reason the
jaundice
the
is the
mistake.
classical Telki
But what's
to
tell?
Tel means short-term.
Okay.
Yeah. Immediate.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Tawatsapo means what? For
The llama's very hot, so it has a lot of stuff to do, right?
yeah. I was gonna say $50. Do you want me?
Okay,
Let's
I don't
run that too again.
Had mostly said
When you say Tawatsapo, it means for $50.
Oh,
I'm trying to help this little one.
It means you have a lot of stuff. You're very busy.
Yeah, he's really, really busy. So
Tawa.
Tawa means,
Okay.
in the colloquial,
Yeah.
it means busy,
Okay.
busy.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like
really
conditional
busy,
kind of.
overworked llama, very busy.
Huh.
Okay, so tell.
Okay.
Yeah, short term, immediate. Yeah, it's not something that was built into you from birth, from billions
Okay.
of birth, which is called puki to you, which means long term or ultimate mistake factor. Okay, got
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
And then the classic examples in scripture are jaundice, and you see the white Himalaya mountain as yellow, or you're in a rowboat and it looks like the trees are moving.
Yeah.
Those are the classic ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, Pook, ultimate,
Okay.
long term, built in, inbuilt, from the factory.
PHUGS.
Pookie Tuga. Something like that.
Okay. So, in the case of a worldly perception, which is correct, there's nothing that is temporarily wrong. With,
No,
No.
a wangbo,
Yeah.
Sense powers.
With your sense
along with
powers.
the object that it's looking at,
Yeah.
which is not lepa,
Right.
Affected,
Yeah.
not infected
Right.
by immediate cause of error.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
It'll see things.
yeah, relative to that person's perceptions,
Yeah.
we can call that
Correct.
correct
Yeah.
or unmistaken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
if it's lepa by those chakutugyus,
Yeah.
Infected.
if it
Yeah.
is infected by those short-term causes
Yeah.
of mistake,
Mm-hmm.
then those six senses,
Yeah.
eye, ear, nose, blah, 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 mind,
Yeah.
those awarenesses along with their objects,
Yeah. If they are
relative to that person's state of mind, are mistaken.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. No big whoop. That's cool.
So, question.
Yeah.
If I'm stopped at a red light and the two cars on either side of me back up and I feel like I'm rolling into the intersection and I slam on the brake, have I had a mistaken relative perception?
You
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
is it more mistaken than thinking the two cars next to me haven't moved?
From the perspective of deceptive and ultimate, or from the perspective
Yeah,
of that
right.
given
That's what we're
perspective?
saying.
Right,
From the perspective of two drivers at the same
Yeah.
light or something.
yeah.
Okay, but in an ultimate, in a long-term sense, it's the same
Mm-hmm.
because they're both coming from seeds.
I like how you said
So they have the same amount of reality.
Yeah.
They have the same amount of correctness that they are coming from seeds. But one is lousy coming from
Yeah.
seeds and one is good coming from seeds.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a difficult point to really understand. Okay.
In that example, you can say from your individual thing, you don't think you're making a mistake, but
Yeah.
the school, from everyone else,
Yeah.
you're obviously making a mistake.
Yeah,
Right,
you
yeah,
can
right.
say that.
Yeah.
But the everyone else is made up of each
Yeah.
of individuals making their own errors.
Right.
Okay. All right, go.
Isn't it that we're always making a mistake?
Well, it's coming. It's coming.
Fair enough.
He's about to say you never had a good perception in your whole life, but let's let him say it. Berna.
Dunkar karpo tong we wangbo yuldang chepa tang Dunkar serpor nang we wangpo yuldang chepa tabu.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So
And this is the jaundice thing.
yeah.
So jaundice is a disease. I got it in India. I was in bed for a month, and it's caused by bad water, right? And you see things as yellow, and your eyes get all yellow,
Your skin gets
and then everything looks yellow. Yeah, your skin gets a little yellow also.
Did you see things as yellow?
Yeah,
I didn't know. Really?
yeah. And I was in bed for a month. Someone took care of me. Yeah. Anyway, tunkar.
A white conch shell.
Yeah,
Right.
that you see as white.
Right.
Along, so the sense power that you're using
Uh-huh.
and the object of that sense power are an example of the first one, which is yandak, okay, a good perception. And then if you see the white conch shell as serpor, and I want to point out the parallelism here.
Non-tall.
Yeah, good. You see it as white,
Yeah.
but it appears to be yellow. He
Interesting.
changed the verb.
Yeah.
He changed the verb.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay. Yeah, he did it. I like it.
Yeah.
And that sense power, along with its object, are both considered lokpa. So you got to distribute the lokpa from the sentence before, and you got to distribute the yangdak from the sentence before. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do.
Respective examples are okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shenyang.
Shenyang. Dipa la kelen tsuldu ma yute rang shingi tongpa tendrel gi tundu tongne rang gitseni ki drupa kelen mi lembat. Sorry, ke mi lembatong.
Yeah, and it's going to be a long list now, and this is where he should have paused or helped us a little bit. But he
Okay.
says Deepa.
Deepa like that.
These guys
Oh, those
when you add
fellas.
pa, it's
Yeah,
these
right.
guys.
Deepa.
These
those
guys have a lot of kalens.
Beliefs.
Yeah, there's a lot of different beliefs they have. Let's make a list. Okay, one. If you see that the dun of tomba is tender.
Oh, you see that the meaning of dependence is emptiness.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful.
No, the meaning of
Meaning of
emptiness is
emptiness.
dependence.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, that's what Tsongkhapa praised the Buddha for teaching dependent origination, And this is Nagarjuna's big thing. If you see that there are two sides of the same coin, my yelling husband is coming because I yelled at the kids, and the husband who's not my fault is, the husband who doesn't come from my seeds was never there. That's emptiness, and the first one is dependence. And they go together. Okay, that's their big thing, okay? Then the meaning of emptiness is dependent origination. Okay, the guts of emptiness is dependent origination. Okay, and then they say, well, because of that, we deny that anything can exist through some nature of its own. Okay, because the meaning of the husband who's not there is that it comes from seeds. Therefore, we say nothing has any nature of its own. Okay, got it? Once you see one, you have to accept the other. That's very, very, very unique to Prasangika. That's Prasangika's pride and glory. Pride and glory? Pride and
joy.
Pride and joy.
Guts and glory.
Okay, here we go.
대신 두 랑규 랑릭 군시 년이 도트렌 초기 참에 남 케밀렌 라.
Yeah, this
Right,
is what I had in
fine.
mind when I wished he'd put some
Yeah,
commas in there.
but I think we got it.
Okay. Now, be careful. The first one's tricky. I'm warning you.
Yeah, they don't accept these things that the independent branch do accept.
That's what it doesn't mean.
Haha, yay.
Independent things.
Like the independent branch, they don't accept
Rangyuki
these
Tensei,
things.
please.
Rangyuki Tensei. Oh, they don't. Oh, yeah.
Okay. They don't accept the syllogism
Yeah.
So
in
Rangyuki
which
stands for-
any
Yeah.
part would be
Yeah, okay. They don't.
in which any part's meaning
Yeah.
would be universally understood.
Yeah, right.
Only sarcasm.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
right.
They don't accept that. They don't accept that any element in a syllogism is universally understood the same way. Because that's what the lower middle way thinks, because they think you have to add the word ultimately when you give those proofs.
That things don't come from something
And
else.
that assumes that they think that everyone will understand the word ultimately better than they understand the word it didn't grow. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of, and she made the big breakthrough, and I bow down to you again. She's the one who made me understand this. Okay. Teishindu Rangyu, so Rangyuki Tensei.
Fine.
And Rangri.
Okay. Self-perception.
And Kunshi.
perception, the Kunshi Nampa
Yeah, so don't
Shepa.
blame all these on the Rangyupas, right? Because here we got his
Right,
stupid school.
Finchi.
Well, we don't.
Rangriks, Kunshis,
Right.
Nyunyis.
Partless particles.
Then read the next part altogether.
Yeah.
Durten Choki-chan Member.
Choki-chame, partless particles.
Partless atomic particles.
Yeah, they don't accept those.
Kemilen.
Yeah, they don't like it.
And, okay,
Yeah.
this is difficult now. Okay. What do they accept?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, this is a list of things they don't accept, actually. Okay.
Oh, good.
Mingde Shaksamgi Shiden.
Okay, Mingde Shaksamgi Chiden. Denzin.
This is difficult. Stop there and
Okay, let's
chew
do
it.
it. Okay.
Chew it. It's gonna take some chewing.
Shaksamgi Chi. Oh, that outer
Object?
objects.
Name and label.
Yeah, are
Or
merely.
Just made up.
They don't accept
They don't accept.
that outer objects
Because
are.
that's the mind-only school's version of
Mingde Shaksamgi.
gotcha. Nice.
No,
You should have waited till I offer some many.
no, this is a
Yeah,
problem.
the mind-only school's version of gotcha is an outer object which had no reality.
We got a problem though because they accept that everything is Mingde Shaksam.
Oh no, they don't. They don't accept the mind-only's version of an outer object which is empty of real existence, is just imputed.
I bet you he's gonna.
Because a mind-only school wants to say an outer object exists, but
It's
just
conscious.
imputed, just made up in your mind. It don't really exist. Okay.
So
Got it?
this is different than Tokpe Taksam.
Exactly.
But it's
Very
usually
good,
the same.
very
We
good.
haven't we used this?
This
Didn't
is
we use
Mingde
this?
Shaksam according to a mind-only guy. Yeah, those blues that you think are outside, those are a figment of your
I think we have
imagination.
used this same wording at other times in the
Oh, we use it for
ISU.
ourselves constantly,
Yeah, and we'll
but
put
it's
the
not.
text that came up.
But here trickily, it's what the mind-only school thinks an outside blue would be, just a figment of your imagination, a thing that you just talk
So
about.
we would use that exact same wording to refer to Chitamche.
Exactly in our school, but with a different meaning.
Just to make it more confusing.
Yeah,
I guess.
they say just nominal means not really outside. That's all.
I mean,
Just living in the kunshi.
isn't it equally possible that when he says this, he's saying that they don't accept that just applies to outer objects?
No, because they would also apply it to a thing which grew from a different karmic seed, and, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, right from our side, like if we said that were something that were only true of outer objects, that would be wrong. Because we would say this about outer
That's
objects.
true too, but that's not the point. Yeah, that's the point.
It's super
He
frustrating.
thinks fake reality is a blue that appears to be an outside blue, but he has figured out that that blue is only a nominal blue. It's only a make-believe blue, and there is no such real thing as an outside blue. Okay, in his school, in the mind-only school. Okay, so we don't accept that idea.
Kind of do.
So we have a list here of things we don't accept. We don't accept your idea of a blue which is fake because you think it's outside. That is just made up in your mind. That's a mind-only thing. That's a mind-only gakja. Then we're not into that. Okay, keep going.
Tenzin Yun Drip Yimba Tong.
They also don't accept that.
I'm
I'm sorry.
We do, though, don't we?
I'm sorry. I think you're right in the first place.
I think so.
They do accept that an
Yeah,
outer
good.
object
Yeah, good.
would be established merely through
Yeah,
names
great.
and mind. You're
Right.
correct.
Okay, good.
And
then
they do
also
accept. This is a list of things
yeah,
they do accept.
great. That
They
holding on to true,
Yeah.
believing that things exist truly is an obstacle to getting rid of your negativities.
To nirvana. Yeah.
Yeah,
And meaning if you did see that, if you stopped it, you would reach
Nirvana.
arhat, nirvana.
Yeah, okay. Uh-huh.
And they also don't distinguish between.
Uh,
Subtle and gross lack of self.
oh yeah, that's interesting. Subtle and gross.
Yeah, between subtle and
selflessness,
obvious forms of
self-nature.
self nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now Ben is correct, and this is a list of things they do accept,
Right.
and they don't accept. That the two. Okay. And Gogden Nan Dundam Demba. They do accept that.
That the truth of the cessation is ultimate
Is
truth.
ultimate reality.
Yeah, ultimate reality. Uh-huh.
Okay. And this is a nice one. They do accept that Pakpa la Tongnigitobanyong Kyap.
Oh, that an Arya necessarily experiences emptiness.
Tongni, yeah. Would the lower middle way think that an Arya experiences Tongni?
Yeah. Lower middle way.
Only if they're on the
Yeah, right.
third track.
Right, yeah, cool.
Okay,
yeah.
they would say all two lower track,
Yeah,
both
this is
lower
cool.
track guys
This is
don't perceive
Baba
Tongni.
Viveka versus Chandra.
Yeah, this is like...
Say that again.
The
Oh,
Prasangika
so sorry.
would assert that the listeners and the self-made Buddhists can become Aryas, but they can't become Aryas by seeing the lack of a self and not by seeing emptiness. They only refer to the object of a bodhisattva's perception of ultimate reality as seeing emptiness. They only use the word Tongni on the highest of the three tracks.
Cool. Right.
Okay.
Which is
All right.
very like Comparative cell kind
Yeah.
of... Yeah, cool.
Here's the tough one. Here's the one we've been waiting for.
Uh-oh.
They say,
Sokye shepa tamche tu shetang.
what's that?
Ordinary beings are fooled about everything?
Yeah, all perceptions.
All
Shepa.
perceptions.
All
Yeah.
states of mind, all perceptions of a person who
wrong.
has not seen emptiness directly are mistaken.
Yeah, great.
They never see anything right in billions of lifetimes.
Yeah, cool.
No single millisecond they have they seen anything correctly. Who's that?
Sokyes.
Prasangika. This
Right,
is Prasangika. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
That one's, awesome. Okay.
yeah.
Shipang, by the way, does it mean Aryas always don't have Trushe?
Nope.
No, because in Jetop,
Yeah.
after they see the emptiness directly, they go back to having Trushes. Okay, but they don't believe them. They are like Jason tied to the mast.
Oh, you mean Odysseus or something?
No, Jason, the Argonauts.
Yeah, right.
Tied to the
Yeah.
mast of the Argonaut when the sirens start.
The,
Yeah,
the,
like he's
Argus,
fooled, but
yeah.
he's fooled again. He's the one who told them. Then he's yelling at them to untie him. You know, but he's the one who told him to tie him in the first place. Okay, I like that image. Okay,
sheep.
now tough one. Shipa ngopo is a ngopo.
Destruction is an existing
Nice.
thing.
The assassination of Lincoln
Yeah. Is an existing.
is a working,
Working
thing
thing,
in the
either.
present time.
Right.
Okay, the attack on Pearl Harbor. I don't know.
The ending
Huh?
of
Anything.
The ending of
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. Yeah, things which are already ended are still affecting the world. So
Dinosaurs.
almost that past tense can have function. Things in the past can have function.
Well, so
Okay.
that's the meaning of that?
Yeah. Events in the past are affecting the present day. So in a way, they have function.
So they're
Yeah.
still like they still exist.
In a way, the past exists now. It's like that Mempa exists now.
Shikpa, you're kind of translating as the past.
Something which has already finished.
Okay.
Jik, past tense of njik.
Yeah.
So be careful. It means that those things which have concluded or stopped, those things which have stopped
Yeah.
are working things.
Yeah.
They do affect the present.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what the heck this means for
The killing of a political leader 300 years ago is affecting the present now.
They believe in the butterfly effect.
I don't know what that is, but
A butterfly flaps its wings in Bora Bora, and it has some
yeah,
effect
like
on
that.
the other side of the world. Or
okay. Do my
lots of stuff. There are
Yeah,
many things
there's lots of- we
that
had
they
it
believe
up.
in.
you can't say that.
where was that? Here. It's 3 paragraphs ago.
Uh-huh.
They have many
Oh,
unique beliefs.
yeah,
and then
okay.
he says, yeah, well, like, so that's Duma, right?
Yeah.
I gave you a whole list, okay? But, this is almost a but, then you can translate the rest.
Shebe non shak shen pel cher ni rang yu pa tang tun tam yin kyang. They are mostly, they do mostly agree with the lower middle way school
On their Shepa Namshak,
on their presentation of the
of
mind.
states of mind.
Yeah. Okay.
The majority of their positions about states of mind. Now, I want you to draw your attention to some.
Some mostly.
Okay? Some means just that, right?
Uh,
But when you use it with tuning, it means pretty much. It means the opposite of what you think it would mean. Yeah, some should mean only they believe that. But with approximations, it means pretty much, and it's a mayinga.
There's a couple things.
Yeah, and like I'm not going to go into a couple of things, but for the most part, it means for the most part, they agree with the lower middle way on states of mind.
and then is that a formulation that like often comes after Peltier? Like, do you use those together?
Yeah, you would. Yeah. The majority of their beliefs are pretty. The majority of their beliefs are pretty much the same. Meaning twice he's mayingak them. Okay. Go ahead.
There's 1 minute. Okay.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
keep going. By the way, let's do these 2 sentences.
You got it. Cheshe nam tsema tang yiki mun sum tang tokpe shi tun yepar do.
Yeah, they believe. By the way, this Cheshe in the Prasangika school
memory.
refers to a
Chishe. Yeah. Past.
past distinction that you've made.
Yeah. What?
Like it means like a memory.
Okay.
Past distinction, right?
Yeah.
So
A recollection or what do you call it? He's fumigating.
Word and I were struggling with this the other day.
Sounds like.
Is a cheshe a perception of the memory, or is it a perception of the thing you're remembering? What is it a tsema of? Is it
The thing you're remembering, I would say off the top of my head. But anyway, what do you call it when someone's sitting on their
he's
rocking chair?
It's funny you
and
should ask.
they're ruminating, not fumigating. Yeah, rumination. How's that?
So is it yikinam per shepa then? I guess
They say it's sema,
it's tsema.
which leads to their definition of sema as
Yeah.
good without the
without
the.
Sardu Milue.
They don't have to say sardu.
Yeah, milue ripa.
The lower schools
Yeah, no.
believe that remembering something is always faulty. So
Okay.
when they define pramana, they have to say a fresh perception. Yeah, and in this school you don't have to say that because cheshe is a tsema. A recollection can be an accurate perception. Okay, and they believe that there is such a thing where one thing is both a direct perception of your thoughts and also a state of realization. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, I'm just going to put a question mark there. Okay,
could they be referring to cheshe?
I don't know.
Okay. We got to think about that one.
I don't recall other schools saying that direct perception of the sixth consciousness is not a realization, and I wonder if this is not
Oh,
misspelled.
this is beautiful. Wait a minute, but this could kind of answer our question.
Like?
Well, that memory is a tsema, and it's a direct valid perception of your mind, but it's
Not at the same moment.
it's oh shoot at the same time.
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
think
I got
that's gonna
nothing.
hold up.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah, Shitun's gonna have two parts, Yiki Munsum and Topa. But what it's referring to, I don't know. Okay.
Shoot. All right, we'll work on it. Kansak.
We'll think about that. This is easy.
Okay, good. Kansak ze yoba mishete.
They don't believe that
The person is substantial.
is substantial,
Yeah,
that
okay.
people are substantial because
Shidup na tak yimbe kyapar shebe chir.
because they take the position that if something exists,
Yeah.
it has to be
Labeled.
labeled with your mental
Mental
picture.
seed.
Okay.
Then there is no such thing as a substantial thing. So every school has many meanings of substantial. Get used to it. Be careful. Here's a very clear definition of what the Prasangika believes substantial means, which means not a product of my seeds, not a product of pictures coming out of my seeds. Okay, and there is no such thing. Okay.
You see the top
I mean, could it be? I mean, could Tok refer to the object seen by the Cheshe, meaning that it is a direct?
First of all, I'd check the
Yeah,
carving.
check the carving.
There's
Okay.
something stinky here.
Okay. All right.
Something's
Cool.
going on.
All right.
Check the carving.
All right. I'll look it up. All right.
Why
good
are
deal.
we checking Choni Lama carvings so carefully? They were known to be corrupt.
Yeah. Well, one of the ones we have is, I mean, it's not a woodblock; it's handwritten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that came from Baksa refugee camp. I know about that one.
you see tak ye often used together in Majjhimika texts.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, Daya as opposed to Zeya. Insubstantial almost.
Sashi buki jukshin metok jam rira blingshi nyende gembadi sangye shingdu mikte uwargi dokun namdak shingla juparsho Idam Guru Rana Mandala Kanyadaya Gewadi Gewo Kun Sunam Yeshe Tok Tok Jing Sunam Yeshe Le Chung Wei Nampa Kuni Doba Jo. Thank you, Lama.
That's really bothering
Yeah,
me.
me too.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. I'll check the carving. I'll play with it, and I'll present you some theories.
Did you see Dr. Ruat